happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Not having school on Monday screws up my days. But it is Tuesday, so happy Tuesday. Today's question is one that is a little bit harder to have like a clear-cut answer to. For me, anyway, it takes a little bit more of a in-depth thought before you come up with an answer. But nonetheless, I think sometimes those are the best questions because we really have to put a lot of process and thought into it. So today, my question for you is, what can you do this year to bring you more enjoyment of God? And I hope that I worded that a way that you guys can understand it. But what can you do this year, so in 2022, to bring you more enjoyment of God? It could be something big, it could be something super small, but just think about that for a second, because like I said, that's a big question. It encompasses a lot. So as I have sat and just kind of processed how I could get, or what I could do to bring more enjoyment of God, for me, I really think for me this year, it's going to be to enjoy the little things more, to see the beauty in the small stuff. And I feel like I do that on occasion, as far as like with my family, because any little bit that I can see them I love, or with friends. But it's so easy to get caught up in the chaos of this world, and I know it is for everybody, but it is for me a lot. Like, I have a very hard time I'll get caught up in chaos and get stressed out and just all of that. And so just taking time to enjoy the little things, whether that be in the beauty of a day, or just getting to spend time with people that I just really enjoy being around, getting to even just the small thing of, I play drums for our church, and so even just the small things of getting to worship God through music, through playing the drums, getting to just wake up every day, just finding God in the little things, I think for me is going to bring me a whole lot more joy this year. I shared a post on my Facebook on Friday, on Thursday, I guess it was, that there was a student that is one that has struggled with some math really all year, and on Thursday, of course, we had so many kids out already for sickness, and then we were going virtual on Friday, and so on Thursday it was kind of just we're just kind of there. We weren't really doing anything new. We were just kind of reviewing what we had taught all week, because we didn't want to start anything new with so many gone. And so I was just reviewing what we'd done all week, and just getting more practice for them. And a girl that has struggled with it, and just because it's a lot of steps. They're not necessarily hard steps, it's just remembering the process of the steps. And she sat in my room for a good 2 hours over top of what she was already in my room for her class period, and we just worked through those steps. And by the end of it, she was getting it herself, and I wasn't coaching her whatsoever. She knew the steps. She knew the process. And that, I was just, inside, I was beaming with pride because, I mean, I was so proud of her. I mean, I gave her like 3 high fives throughout the last 2 hours of the day. Every time I'd see her, because she'd mention, you know, hey, I got it done. Hey, I don't have homework. I don't have to worry about that. I was like, you rock. Good job. Awesome. So proud of you. But just that little bit. Because, and I said it, in the grand scheme of education, that's probably not that big of a deal. Because math that we're doing isn't like life skills math. So in the grand scheme of education, it's probably not that big of a deal, but it was a victory because she gained some confidence in herself, and that gave her one more tool to put in her toolbox of, if I don't know how to work a math step, I'm going to try this. And so I chose to celebrate that victory. Because for me, it was huge. For her, it was huge. And believe me, I was pumping her up. So it was even bigger than it should have been because I was pumping her up because I wanted her to feel so accomplished. But just the little things like that. Finding joy. Finding God's presence in those little moments. So what can you do this year to bring you more enjoyment of God? What thing can you implement in your life? What thing maybe can you take out of your life? What thing can you change up that will bring you more enjoyment of God in 2022? I cannot wait to hear you guys' answers because I think that whenever we share things like this, it allows all of us to get a new perspective on things. So I cannot wait to hear what you guys have come up with. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday and a great week.